Shalom and welcome back to Middle East in less than 5 minutes. I'm Miguel, your host. If you thought France's blanket asylum ruling for Gazans was reckless, buckle up. Because President Emmanuel Macron just went a step further. France has announced it will officially recognize the so-called State of Palestine, claiming it's part of historic commitment to a just and lasting peace. But this isn't peace. This is payoff. And we know the price tag. 10 billion euro, courtesy of Qatar. While Macron was shaking hands with the Emir of Qatar, a deal was signed. Qatar will inject 10 billion euro into key sectors of the French economy, startups, tech, energy, all between now and 2030. And days later, France declares Palestine a state. No preconditions, no demand to free hostages, no requirement to recognize Israel, no condemnation of Hamas, just recognition, handed over like a favor. This isn't diplomacy, it's surrender. Worse, it's transactional surrender. So, who benefits from this move? Not Palestinians in Gaza, who are still ruled by Hamas and used as human shields. Not Palestinians in the West Bank, stuck under a corrupt, unselected PA that hasn't had elections in 18 years. And not Israelis, who are still burying their dead from October 7th. So, who does benefit? Hamas, now rewarded for mass murder with diplomatic legitimacy. Iran, who sees Western capitulation as a green light. France's elite, who just secured a multi-billion euro injection with zero political cost. And Europe's Islamist fringe, now learning the lesson. Riot hard enough, glorify terror loud enough, and you'll get what you want. What message does this send? Let's spell it out. Hamas raped, burned, and butchered over 1,200 people on October 7th. They live-streamed it. They called it a glorious victory. And France just said, congratulations, here's your seat at the UN. Imagine rewarding ISIS with statehood, or legitimizing Al-Qaeda after 9/11. That's the level of moral collapse we're seeing. Macron didn't recognize peace. He recognized violence. Let me ask you something. If Hamas had slaughtered French civilians on October 7th, would Macron still be handing them flags? If a Jewish group had surrounded French mosques chanting for genocide, would they be rewarded with a state? Of course not. Because France has no moral clarity left, only political calculations. And here's the bitter irony. As France legitimizes a terror regime, its own synagogues need military protection. French Jews live under armed guard while terrorists get embassies. This isn't justice. It isn't diplomacy. It's betrayal, bought and paid by the Qatari cash. Thanks for listening to Middle East in less than 5 minutes. If you're tired of these double standards, the bought silence, and the moral collapse of the West, speak up. History is watching, and silence now isn't neutrality, it's complicity. I'm Miguel, your host. Until next time, shalom.